Hello, this is High Templar. Welcome to my Total War guide videos. This time we will not be talking about strategy or economy, but we'll be talking about tactics, and I will be using Total War Thrones of Britannia to showcase what I mean, and we will be talking about basic stuff like using terrain, funneling units into certain positions, or Divided Conqueror, which is divide and conquer. Starting from now, these are the actual battles that I played as Welsh. My YouTube Let's Play that you can already see on the channel is actually for Vikings, for East Anglia. This one is my private one from Welsh, and I did two battles that I think will be showcasing what I want to show you pretty well. So the enemy is a slight advantage when it comes to the number. He doesn't have advantage when it comes to the quality of my men. However, on the open field, it is said that both Attila and Rome, the melee infantry is just very powerful, and it's just taking everything. The stronger you are, the more infantry you put, it just doesn't make sense to use anything else. And it's supposed to be even stronger in Thrones of Britannia, so I'm playing Welsh, who has very strong archers, strong cav, but not very strong infantry. These are archers. I'm allowing them to come closer to my positions, close enough to be in range of those Welsh spearmen, but I will not allow them to actually come close enough. So first thing I did, I wanted to use this obstacle to divide the army of my opponent. And
our general is under attack.
It is obviously very nice to... Yep, that's it. Those guys are very dead. The enemy has a scout horseman group, but it's not very strong. I could easily do it with single units of
They flee before our might.
scout horsemen, because I would still have advantage. At the same time, when we are waiting here, my archers are prepared to fire upon those units who will be coming here and showing them our shielded side. This battle is coming to close. There is another scout horseman unit, so I will retreat. In here we already have a strong fire here. I left a single passage here. It will be helpful for me to actually have it. I divided their armies even further by putting my very fast scouts horsemen right here, repositioning my guys. Archers are still firing, preparing my axemen. My spearmen will be holding the line here. This counter charge after a single volley from my archers. Here 25 against 42 of the skirmishers. Counter charge with my main units and firing into a shielded side of those units that are here. Those spearmen are here just to ensure that there will be nobody attacking here. But there is only a single very weak unit, so I'm using those guys instead. Here the situation is resolved. As you can see, I don't need as many cavalry units. Those guys are already breaking. Divided them. I will be switching to archers. 30 archers wouldn't be a problem. here axemen and spearmen blocking this passage totally, and obviously my cavalry ramming from the side. Not really necessary at this point. Those guys are routed. These are axemen, but there are also spearmen here, so I need to be careful.
The battle is turning in our
I will be retreating very fast. I am right now firing upon the archers to make sure they are running away. The elite unit Royal Companions right here, they will be obviously fired upon. I will be not moving forward from here. My scoutsmen won that engagement. Those spearmen are rejoining the fight. They were attacking for a moment my general. All those guys being fired upon from unshielded side. Royal Companions. They stopped in their tracks, not sure why, but they will be. This is a very beneficial for this army setup. Those guys are running away. We will be charging at them to shatter them. They are broken now. We will shatter them. They change it wavering. Now they will be gone. Companions almost broken. As you can see, we divided their armies by using obstacle. This obstacle could be even lot smaller. It could be 2 rocks, it could be anything really. It just the point is to stop them in a choke point somewhere, or just make them go around the obstacle while you are firing at the enemy. The best will be from left, but you know. So that's one of those battles. And you will see, even though the chances were I am killing off those guys because, you know, campaign, but you will see that the damage, those archers should no longer be firing. Will be substantially larger on their side. My guys suffer barely anything really. Yeah, those are our companions. So we'll end the replay just to see the statistics. This is 74 lost on my side, less than 10%, and everybody lost on their side, including our companions. Very good unit. My general was involved in pretty much taking down the archers and then attacking from the nothing much. The other scout horsemen could do the same. They were slightly damaged though. Now the other thing that I wanted to show you is much more substantial. The enemy has a range dividing and missile troops. The AI, if you use that correctly, you could say that the AI is making silly mistakes, but I wouldn't agree. I think this is a good approximation of how armies would behave at that point in time. They weren't very. I'm just hiding here, so they wouldn't attack me straight away. They are using some scouting units, but that's not really what I want to do. I do want to catch them off guard, yes, but they will find me eventually. They are using some of those units to scout, which armies at that point would use. Unarmed, just use archers, like here, or spearmen right here. Archers are, after all, scouts. I will not be defending close the line, don't worry about that. But the point was to make those units fairly close together before I will make my move. Also potentially have one scout unit further away from the group if possible. Some of those groups like here, Warband or Scouts. But those guys don't want really to join very well. Those guys starting to Scouts as well. I don't remember when I decided to attack finally. As you can see, the advantage on my enemy side is more than twice. They have 2 general units. So, very strong units in all. I have like single old horseman and the rest of them, oh, they discovered me. So I'm attacking. Those archers, I got them, and the other cavalry unit is moving away. My scouts are retreating after defeating those archers, mostly defeating. But what I'm doing here is I'm dividing their forces. They don't really know what's going on here. They discovered the rest of my units, so I will be moving them around even more until I am more or less ready to attack. As you can see, I was able to catch those scouts off guard. These axemen do not pose that much of a threat. These are archers that are being, and javelin men that were caught by my cavalry. Cavalry is very essential when you want to do anything like that. And other units of scouts. Those guys would be harassed by my guys. Little bit of micro there. But as you can see, those guys are totally divided, have no idea what's going on. I can attack scouts now because they are alone. Cavalry superiority is very important if you want to do that. Or fast units, lightly armored units. Nothing's much going on that side yet. It's good to divide your guys this way because the archer unit that's going to be decimated. For some reason those guys stopped. And I will show you what's going on the other side of the map. On the other side of the map, my archer just started to attack those guys. Divided into 2. The spearman charging the main unit, whereas the axeman, who has decently, these are very basic axemen, 24 charge bonus, however, is nothing to sneer at. Would make their melee skill 48. So I'm making that kind of a box and moving my archers closer so they could have much better accuracy and just destroying those guys. One unit after the other, my horsemen there. And that's it. I'm no longer attacking with archers, not wasting ammo, decimating as many of those warbands as possible, then repeating what I did before. Axemen and archers to this side. Now the problem here would be Royal Companions. These are much better units here. So I want to... Yes, those guys already firing. Not the best position to fire from. I will have to move my archers. but they were caught. Now they are back to me. This is perfect, and I can charge them from the side. And those guys can take attention of Royal Companions. So, divided forces again. Those guys are far, far away. My cavalry is sure of that. Here we are firing into those guys. These are spearmen, so they are for dessert. First attack the most damage heavy unit. We'll even do a charge in those spearmen, but that will be extremely short one because spearmen are dangerous after like 3 seconds. So we are going to retreat, as you can see. Those guys are already dead. Now the Royal Companions will be getting the same treatment from the archers they have. You need to conserve ammo obviously, but as you can see this is going perfectly. Coming closer, making sure they are back to me before firing. That is essential. Another unit broken here. Not firing upon them anymore because I need to conserve ammo. Those companions are dying. Repositioning my guys. That's my micros off, but now I am firing them straight in the back, doing the same thing that before. Spearmen to take charge of those guys, and now my axemen will be charging in, closing in with my archers, shooting the last of my arrows, and charging in the back. I'm not sure if they have any ammo left, but they do some. They will be shooting into those axemen. Now, not anymore, they just out of ammo at this point. One more charge to break before those axemen will get here. Just for the physical charge I'm putting there my archers and retreating immediately, as you can see, and cycle charging in here. This is some of my guys has run away, but it was enough. And as you can see, with this tactics divide and conquer, I've lost very few people compared to what they lost. And yeah, that was two simple cases of using division of the enemy troops in different cases, either using obstacles or using your cavalry. I do recommend having a lot of cavalry, even scouts. Scouts are very, very fine. They are very good to just throw a few javelins at the enemy, and they are faster than the enemy cav, so they can outrun them and take them into a trap. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I thought that was somewhat educational. Also, I wanted to show you how well I did in those private battles, because probably on my usual Let's Plays wouldn't be as epic for some time. So, thank you for watching and see you later, bye! Oh, and the next weeks there will be sieges.